I'm not going to be surprised if we sneak up on some deer on this bicycle. Definitely aptly named QuietKat. You know, that thing just, it is smooth. Very, very smooth. Yeah, if you're hunting this fall, definitely love one of these bikes. Alright, we got the QuietKat Ibex here today. One of the cool things about the e-bikes is that you do have the ability to access Forest Service roads. It's a great tool to be able to get out there and really cover some miles. You know, just putting in maybe say 2 or 3 miles in the morning on the bike, it's going to take you a couple minutes versus on foot. You know, that's that hour that you're going to spend. You're going to get really sweaty, and so to be out there, you know, on the bike, very, very efficient. Let's go find some deer. QuietKat has a really nice big Bafang display. You can see you've got the 4 or 5 different power modes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as well as you have Eco and Sport mode. I found that Sport mode seems to work the best for what I'm liking. We have a mid-drive motor. So what's great about this is when you're standing on the pedals, it's going to respond a lot quicker than having the motor back here in the rear. But honestly, the throttle is so much fun on this bike and so sporty. So that's probably how we'll start it out today. For the front suspension, the QuietKat Ibex has 130 millimeters of travel. That is pretty impressive. In the rear, it's got the 4-bar suspension linkage. Earlier we showed you the battery. That's a 1,000 watt battery, 21 amp hours. And all this is just under $7,000. So they're using the real high-end componentry here. The shifting and the gearing is done by SRAM. So if you haven't used the SRAM components, it might take a second to kind of figure out where your shifter is. It's a little different than the Shimano. For brakes, they're using the Tektro hydraulic brakes. The bike does have a total carrying capacity of 300 pounds, so having those mechanical disc brakes like that definitely helps. This is where I think having the seat dropper on this would be nice to be able to sink down. There's quite a few times that you're probably going to just have to get up and move the bicycle around. So if that's the worst part of your day, you've done well. But again, when you get into these tight situations, the bike is heavy, it's got these huge tires, and it's going to take a little bit more to move it around. So just be mindful of where you stop when you want to get going again. I don't have them on today, but it's got little adjustments that will hold on to the bow, and it's really cool. So it'll actually have the bow here while you ride. You can kind of do the same thing with your rifle as well. What you'll notice is the fat bike on trails like this is going to be more stable if it's on something, again, kind of flat. It's going to be harder to tip this bike over, which is really nice. And you know, I think probably somebody that buys this is going to buy it for hunting or to use as a recreational bike, and they're going to ride this around town and they're going to have a blast, and it's going to be a very efficient commuter. I would definitely ride this to work every day and be pretty darn stoked. That is the QuietKat Ibex.